Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yorker Man here. Welcome back to another episode of this FM21 beta save here with Man City. Today we are going to take on Arsenal, but we have played 3 games since the disappointing defeat to our City rivals in Manchester United in the Carabao Cup on penalties. We played against Everton. Now this game was unbelievable. This match against Everton was ridiculous. I loved it. Enjoy the green screen. I loved it. It was such a fantastic game. Why is it showing me I want Man City? So they dominated, as you could see, but we had Ruben Dias sent off. We went 1-0 up. Dias scored it. Dias then in turn got himself sent off on the 23rd minute, which was obviously infuriating. Richarlison scored soon after, and then Doucouré scored what appeared to be the game-winning goal and a screen pie on the 81st minute. And I brought Ferran Torres on for Riyad Mahrez, and yeah, well, he decided that, no, I don't want to lose this game. Not going to happen. And came on and scored 2 goals in the 91st and the 92nd. And they were pretty decent goals as well. And, yeah, cheers, Ferran Torres. Thank you very much, buddy. Crazy. We needed it, though. I was devastated. I thought, God, we're going to lose back-to-back games. That's dreadful. And then took Liverpool away, which was a decent result for us, to be honest with you. It was a dull affair. Liverpool dominated, but did absolutely nothing. They were so wasteful. And, you know, I expected them to actually dominate against us. We kind of set our stall up to hit them on the break because I thought Liverpool are going to come really advanced. They're going to come forward. They're going to attack us. They're going to press. And we could find gaps in behind, especially with the pace of, like, Raheem Sterling. And it kind of worked. It kind of worked. It worked enough to set Sterling free to get the goal, and then we certainly were strong enough to stop them from getting a goal. They did have 14 on target, but as you can see from the XG, 14 on target with 1.33 XG, that's not very good. That means that your chances wasn't fantastic. And a lot of them were from outside the box and didn't cause us any problems. We then played against Dynamo Kiev. We beat them 4-1. It's pretty comfortable. They scored a late goal. Cancelo scored. Gundogan scored. And Ben Knight came on the pitch and got 2. Now, Ben Knight is a player I've brought up from the youth academy. You've seen it with Braff, Delap, and Ben Knight is one of those academy graduates, I suppose you could say, coming into now Yorkie man's Man City. And he did brilliantly. Came on the pitch and was fantastic. As you can see, he's improving. I did play him on the right-hand side. We brought him on and he managed to bag himself 2 goals late on. There was a lot of space for him to play into and he seemed to love just getting into it. So hopefully, being in the first team, and the first team being the calibre that it is, Ben will progress enough. If Ben becomes a 3-star player, that's more than good enough. It's his mentals right now that need to improve. His physicals are decent, but I'd like him to be stronger in the Premiership. But the style of football we play doesn't necessarily mean that he needs to be very strong. But he's not a bad player technically. For what you're expecting him to do, we need him to improve in a couple of areas. Maybe his passing improve a little bit. And these 3 here can improve, but already are fairly decent for lower level Premiership. So he's actually a very good player. So sometimes ignore the stars. The stars don't tell the full story. These stars are based on the right wingers to a degree we have in the team. And you look at the right wingers we have in the team. So Ben Knight is no Riyad Mahrez. We know that, so it's fine to judge him that way. But yeah, he came on and did really well. Now, we do have 2 great back-to-back games. Depending on how quickly we play the Arsenal game, I will probably do the Juve game as well because why not? But we'll do the Arsenal game to kick off. We're at home. We're first. They're second. Let's pick the team. Right, so this will be the squad for the Arsenal game. We're going to go with Jesus up top because Aguero is at threat of re-injuring himself. Sterling on the left, Mahrez on the right. De Bruyne, Foden and Fernandinho. I'm going to give Foden another go. He played all right in the last game. Stones and Ake will not be our centre-back partnership. I want it to be Ake and Laporte. That sounds better. Zinchenko will start at left-back simply because Gaya's not back and I don't know if I trust Benjamin Mendy. So Gaya's not back and ready to go. He's still at risk of injury, but we'll have him on the bench. And yeah, that's going to be the side. It's a strong enough lineup. You'd fancy it. And we'll see how we get on. Also, a little bit to note, Ferran Torres would have been starting every game he can because he's been superb so far, but he is lacking fitness. He did pick himself, pick up a little bit of a knock. So let's get into the game and let's see how we get on. Hopefully get a victory here. This one gets me every time. 17 players believe the formation could expose us at the back. Of course it could. We're playing extremely attacking football. So, I mean, that's probably always going to be the case. I'm going to go more in depth with these at a later date, although we could probably not show him onto his weaker foot. We could probably, which is tackle. Bloody hell. I need to remember these again. We can tackle hard, Kieran Tierney and Rob Holding, because I think they're probably the weak spots. This is a formation I'm seeing used a lot this year in saves over on Twitch. So I'm seeing this formation a lot, and it's really interesting because it's a pretty solid formation. And I've not still figured out yet how you probably want to line up against that kind of formation. And it can be difficult, especially Newcastle played it against me at one stage, and Alan St. Maximan just wrote me an absolute new one down the wing. So it can be a difficult one to deal with. I will slow this down for you guys a little bit. This was at the end of the Dynamo game. We're going to play on extended as Raheem Sterling goes forward. Now, this formation that we've made is very much catered towards Raheem, the Dream Sterling. Now, I actually quite like Raheem. In real life, yes, he does miss a few chances. He definitely should score, but I don't see any reason on FM why you don't cater your tactic around him, as they're going to fire that in towards Rob Holding, and it'll be 1-0 Arsenal. That's not great, is it? That's not a good start. It's going to be 1-0 Arsenal. Let's drop down a positive. And that's exactly what we didn't want to happen. They do have height in the bottom. I mean, no one's marking him. That's a dreadful defending from the free kick, really. Want it? No one's marking him. Can we get a goal straight back? A draw, Rayleigh here. Jesus nearly nicked it. A draw here, Rayleigh, I would accept. Considering the top of the league the way it is, it'd still keep us top. Arsenal have got off to a great start, and expecting them to do pretty well this season. So I would be okay if we did manage to get ourselves a draw out of this, but not the start I would have wanted. The RXG obviously is far superior, but not taking any chances yet, and that's pretty frustrating for us. Well, what a first half of football that was. Absolutely dreadful game of football so far. Rob Holding with the only goal, and it coming from a set piece and not being marked, and then ourselves just not really being able to get into the game. I might tweak it a touch. I might tweak it in the sense that we might go with a cam here. We might play De Bruyne a little bit further up the field, and let's play Fernandinho as a ball winning. Let's play him as a ball winning. And we'll play De Bruyne a bit further up the field. Do I keep Foden as the Mazzala? In fact, we could do this. Play De Bruyne still as the roaming playmaker, which is where I like him. And Phil Foden could play as a... Let's try Shadow Striker to start with. Let's see how we get on in the second half. We certainly can do better than this. We know that for sure. They need to just get their acts together, really. Let's run at defence as well. They need to just get their acts together. Poor performances from certain players. That you're getting an opportunity as well. Phil Foden not having a great game. I think we're all hoping for something a little bit more lively this second half. Raheem Sterling getting in there now and winning us a corner. He's on a yellow card, which I would prefer he wasn't on a yellow card, to be honest with you. I prefer no one was on a yellow card anymore after having a player sent off. I still haven't done set pieces, and I think I really do need to do set pieces. In the second half, we don't seem to be getting the look. I might stop underlapping because I don't think it's working with the free... Riyad Mahrez, penalty. It's got to be a penalty. Lee Mason. I don't think it's working with the free at the back. I was underlapping. That's me underlapping, that is. Don't know what that was. I don't think it's working. I think they're struggling to underlap with the free at the back. I thought with Tierney and Holding, I probably underestimated them. It wouldn't be too difficult. Who's taking the penalty? De Bruyne. Come on, son. Don't miss it. Come on. Yes. There we go. Straight down the middle. 1-1. And it's probably what we deserve. We've definitely been the better side. The worry is Phil Foden and his performance so far, to be honest with you. It's not been great, and I want to really start getting Phil Foden involved in the team as much as possible. I kind of would like to be at a stage where he's the first name on the team sheet. The problem is with that is he's not at the minute. He's just not. He's far from it, to be honest. He's not been good enough when we've played him, and he's having a bit of a shocker again here now. What can you do? Raheem the Dream, De Bruyne now. Cancelo, he's scored for us already this season, but I know we'll save it though. We will take that instruction. Well, I don't know. I do like the underlap, and I feel like it is working at the moment. I don't think we change anything right now because we're performing better. We're the team that's playing better at the moment. I think the change we might make is bringing off Phil Foden. I might just try and cheer up Riyad Mahrez. I don't know about you guys, but I've had zero joy with the shouts so far. Zero joy. We're going to bring on Sergio Aguero as a shadow striker. I haven't tried him in that role yet. Raheem Sterling is not having the greatest game of football in his life. Let's drop Riyad Mahrez short a little bit. He's not having the greatest game he's ever played of football. But again, I would take a draw here. I'm not going to be upset if we don't manage to get a draw. I would just like us to maybe be able to find something here late on that gives us the victory. We might tweak again here. Let's get rid of this underlap. I think it's probably not worked for us against three at the back today. Against other sides, it's meant that we get our wingers nicely in central positions. Go on, Aguero. Jesus. Oh, that's a lovely link-up play between the two. Maybe Aguero could play as a shadow striker. Raheem Sterling nearly goes through and scores. The danger man really for us so far, but that is lovely link-up play between Kun Aguero and Gabriel Jesus. And I'll have more of that throughout the season, please, boys. If they're going to play like that, I can't actually play them to get that. That's not great, Fernandinho. What are we doing there, mate? Don't give them an opportunity now. Thank you very much, Cancelo. That was good defending. So we're going to make a change here. I'm going to bring Sterling off. I'm going to put Jesus on the left. I'm going to bring Baldejo on up top with Aguero and see how that works with those two together. It might not work. This might be a mistake, but it also might work brilliantly. Kun Aguero now with Akers. He runs into it and finishes it. 2-1 Manchester City. Oh, that's breathtaking. That is breathtaking. What a goal there from Aguero. Fernandinho, as the ball-winning midfielder, cuts it out. Tottenham are losing 3-0 to Villa. And then Aguero just runs at him. They don't know whether to go to him or not. And he scores an absolute beautiful goal. And that will make it 2-1. And I would imagine now we've got enough to see it out, but we'll find out. We'll find out together. Gabby Jesus now. He's going to roam a lot, and I like that. Aguero, he loses out to Willock. That's not what I want. Aubameyang now. I don't want him losing out to Willock. Don't let Lacazette have it. Welling Laporte, Cancelo, Nathan Ake, Fernandinho. Beautiful play. We're slowly growing as a team, and I love it. Gabriel Jesus, what can he do? Baldejo, Kun Aguero, Mahrez, Aguero. De Bruyne from distance. Doesn't come off. Block shot. Fernandinho now. Back to Aguero. Look at the movement. Aguero was in then. Oh, we're going to find Jesus. He'll bring it back for Baldejo. 2 bites at the cherry. And he doesn't get it in. This is a good performance, though, from us. I am pretty happy with it. To come back, I mean, it was a frustrating goal to concede. Let's drop that a balance to finish the game off. A frustrating goal to concede. Game management still has to be key as Joe Willock goes close. Yeah, game management. Let's get some of that going. Let's drop this down now and just, let's do this. Counter press and hold shape always works for me pretty well. And we'll try and hold on now, and we should do that very well. And there we go. That's another win against a big side. So apart from our City rivals, Manchester United, we've now beaten Liverpool, and we've beaten Arsenal as well. And we beat Chelsea at the opening day of the season. So pretty good start from the lads. I can't complain whatsoever. Let's well done, lads. You were brilliant. Bloody brilliant you are. Apart from Zinchenko on his 6.3. And I wasn't impressed with Phil Foden. And they're two players that I'm trying to kind of blend into this City team and this City style. And it's just not worked so far. That going 2 up top worked, though, towards the end. I quite like that. We went 2 up top. But I wanted them to drop. For some strange reason this year, the more I play this game, supporting strikers, they work really well. Supporting strikers seem to be good this season. So we're already top. We haven't lost a game in the league, and we're on 18 points. We're starting to run away a little bit, which I suppose you'd expect from a Man City. But I expected more from Liverpool. They're obviously trying to recover from their loss to us, which is nice. That's nice. It's a good start, because what I would really like is there to be absolutely no one near us, so we win the league quite comfortably, and I don't have to panic, and then we can really focus then. Okay, I'd love to end that. We can really focus then on trying to win this Champions League. Speaking of the Champions League, I'm going to play against Juve next. I don't know what game we'll come back for. Maybe we'll come back for Gladbach. I was going to do a double header, but I don't want these episodes to be too long for you. I think sitting around the 15-minute mark for an episode or so is pretty decent when it comes to FM. Maybe we'll go longer as we get down the stretch with the knockout games and stuff. Maybe we'll do it there, but with it being the beta, I don't think we should push too much for 2-game episodes. I think once we're off the beta, once we're on the main game, we're on the main save, then the episodes will be a lot longer. I think for the beta, we want to kind of keep things moving nice and swiftly onwards. And speaking of moving nice and swiftly onwards, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you appreciate the episode and are enjoying the series so far. If you're new around here, please hit subscribe. I'd love it. We're nearly at 500. Keep pushing for it. There's going to be a plethora of football content consistently on the channel, whether it be FIFA, PES, or Football Manager. Football Manager, I would say, is probably my main game, but I'm having a lot of fun with the others. But anyway, I appreciate the support as per usual, boys. Thank you very much. Catch you in the next one.